By the way, somebody asked me, so I might as well address it and talk a little bit about it. Matt Verderam wrote an article about Tua Tagovailoa, and somebody was asking me what my opinion was of it. It was just an article about a lot of different people around the league. It wasn't really, and a lot of those guys weren't necessarily Tua fans. So, guys, I'm not going to sit here every day and worry about what somebody else says about Tua. You know what I mean? To me, it doesn't matter. I have my opinion about Tua, and nobody's going to change it. Only Tua can change it. So if Tua can't get it done, that will change my opinion. But somebody telling me, just like somebody sent me, what was it, Dan Orlovsky? They sent me that one. So somebody sent me Matt Verderam's article that he quoted a couple of GMs that weren't necessarily convinced to give Tua the money or make him play on the year. And then somebody else sent me, oh, you see how Dan Orlovsky says pay him. That's because that's what you're going to find. There are going to be people that are going to be on one side of the fence and they're going to be on the other side of the fence. I'm not going to sit here and react to everybody that disagrees with me on everything. Like just like the guy that's chimed in yesterday and says, "Oh well, people are talking about maybe Tyreek. Do you still think Tyreek's going to be cut after this year?" Yes, yes. I don't care what anybody else writes. I don't care what anybody else talks about. I didn't care that they told. How many people told you that Christian Wilkins was going to get a contract extension or that for sure they'll tag him? But most, and they were all wrong. And I never, ever wavered. So the Tua thing, I'm not going to waver. Tua has to prove me wrong. How did I start the show? The Dallas Mavericks fooled me. I thought they were, soft and they would fold, and they go every round proving me wrong. And then all of a sudden, they actually became the team that I thought they were. You know, they're the ones that are going to convince me, not somebody else. You know what I mean? I mean, we all have opinions. We all can see things one way or the other. You might look at this woman and you think she's beautiful, and somebody else says, mediocre. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And as far as I'm concerned, I think Tua's going to ball out. I think Tua's going to be a hell of a quarterback. Is he different than Josh Allen? Yes, he is. And I'm well aware of that. But so was Joe Montana, and so was Drew Brees, and so was Bob Greasy. That they all don't have to be 6'5" and run like the wind and throw, 110 yards downfield. That doesn't mean that that's going to make you a great quarterback. So you guys can send me the articles that are defending Tua or ripping on Tua. Doesn't really matter to me. In the end, Tua's the guy that has to convince me that he's the guy or he's not the guy. And I am convinced that he's the guy. So until proven otherwise, I'm going to go with the guy that I see has been in the MVP conversation the last 2 years. And I think if things are, working around him like they're supposed to, people are blocking and they're actually, sticking to the run and doing those kind of things, he'll do his job, which is win, be super accurate, be clutch. He'll do all that stuff. But other people have to do their jobs too, including the coach. That's what I'm convinced of. Okay? Plenty of people were convinced that Tua would never stay healthy and that he should retire. And I was, how many people in the media said, no, he just has to get rid of the football? Oh, and by the way, what was the main thing in that article for Matt Verderam? That he gets rid of the ball in 2.1 seconds. And what did I say in the middle of all those injuries? His problem was that he was holding on to the ball, and the injuries came between 3.85 seconds and 5.1 seconds. You cannot hold on to the ball in the NFL for 4 to 5 seconds. I said it over and over and over again while everybody else panicked. So if you haven't learned something from me, you should know this by now. When I am, when I give you my opinion, it's my opinion. I'm not going to waffle on it right away or anything like that or change my mind. It's going to take quite a bit for me to change my mind. I don't play both sides like some people do in the media that protect themselves by constantly playing both sides. I can't do that. That's not who I am. I'd rather be all in and be right or be wrong. That's it. And I'm going to be wrong plenty, but I'm also going to be right a shit ton too. So, you know, all these articles about Tua doesn't matter to me, man. Whether they like him or they don't, I don't care. I go by what I see and by what I know. So we'll find out. You know, we have plenty of people. Oh, no, Bam's a superstar. Bam's a franchise player. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. And eventually, I think people are finding out that he's not. You know, that's how it goes. Sometimes you have to say things that are a little bit against the grain, and then you got to let time actually answer it. You know, I had a lot of Ryan Tannehill haters that, oh, no, you're wrong about him and this, that. And, you know, just kind of that's just the way this game is played. So some of you get your minds changed because one person says it and another one doesn't. And, you know, I don't do that. I don't. I have a lot of trust in my opinion because I've done this for a long, long time. And I feel pretty damn confident about the kid. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm wrong.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.